Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello there, it's a beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mori. Today on the program, as always, our conversation is to focus on the Nigerian economy. We'll be interfacing with select industry operators about their businesses, the operating environment, and other related issues. Also on the lineup is Let's Talk with an array of industry captains. On Spot On, we bring you Ayo Olarewaju Kuyebi, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Holmes, a frontline real estate firm in Nigeria, and operators of GMH Luxury. And on the face-to-face is another industry captain, Olagoke Fagbo, who is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Kairoshof Consultants Limited, one of the fastest growing real estate firms in Nigeria. It's a package you can't afford to miss. Sit back as we bring you the details. Research reports have shown that any country that desires capacity and quality to enhance productivity for economic growth and development must give adequate attention to human capital. Edward Akinlady is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SURU Group Limited.
I came to Nigeria in 2006 and I set up SURU Group. But before then, I was in the United Kingdom. I think pre to that, I was also involved in real estate business. So it's just an extension of what I was doing in London. My background is I'm a chartered accountant in the UK and Nigeria. I'm a fellow of ICANN. In the last 10 years of living before I left UK, I was involved in housing, social housing, buying properties in auction and selling. So by the time I arrived in Nigeria, it's just an extension that what I have learned there, let me try and domesticate it. So I set up SURU Group. And what we do is anything that relates to land and building. The mission and the vision to make an impact in the life of our people through investing in real estate and hotels. That is what we set out to be. And then we later on says that we want to be one of the best in Africa. What I want to achieve, maybe in the next 5 years, is basically to go to major West African countries and establish our flagship SURU Express brand. God has really blessed us through that brand. So the other brand we have is the Best Western brand. I'm one of those people who actually pioneered the arrival of Best Western in Nigeria.
Chukwu Okechukwu is the sales service engineer of CHUKZIE COMPUTENG.
It's one of my inspiration in business. CHUKZIE COMPUTENG is about meeting human needs, solving problems. The company was registered since the 2002. We've been in business. It's not just a walkover. There's persistence, there's a push, there's commitment. I'm a graduate of mechanical engineering in a reputable high institution. But during my service here, I switched into the world of computer because when I joined the computer, it was the early stage of computer. When the name comes from CHUKZIE COMPUTENG, the word computing is computer engineer. I started just like a computer engineer, one that fixes computer for an individual. But with time now, up to now, the company has evolved into different aspects of ICT. And I'm talking to you, I haven't gotten to the peak of the computer hardware business. I'm at the topmost. When I talk about fixing computer hardware, I'm at the peak. The vision of CHUKZIE COMPUTENG is to be a one-stop center for all your computer hardware needs. You need a laptop, you need a computer, you need a printer, you need a scanner. We delve into solution problem, hardware solution also, like CCTV, video solution, security solution. We even talk into communication solution. We're talking about intercom. We even veer into the world of data, networking, the wireless and the wired. The last one we get into now is the power unit, the solar inverter unit. We evolve. Where do we start? We start just like a repair center.
Welcome to SURU Group Limited. SURU Group, real estate and construction services, investment and financial services, agro-allied and natural resources, hotels and hospitality services. SURU Group Limited. Call us now. SURU Group, touching lives, creating value. Eyo is the president of COOPITAL Cooperative Multipurpose Society Limited.
COOPITAL LEKKI Cooperative Multipurpose Society is a registered multi-purpose cooperative society. We are supervised and regulated by the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industries and Cooperative. We are a multi-purpose cooperative. By that definition, it means that apart from the ordinary business of savings and loan, we can go into several other business endeavors. We can engage in real estate, we can go into agric, we could set up commodity stores, filling station. We could even apply to the CBN for microfinance banking license. The cooperative was licensed on June 14th, 2019, and ever since we've been growing, and we're a community-based cooperative society, which means that we're not industry-based. People within our community are free to become our members. In terms of the vision, the goal is to be the cooperative that comes to mind when people think about community finance or its allied services. We want to be that cooperative that is top of mind, that people go to. Mission, rather, we want to be able to provide the best financial services possible.
CHUKZIE COMPUTENG. CHUKZIE COMPUTENG. Call us now on our premium numbers. Akinlady Michael is the Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of Autonomous Homes and Properties Limited.
We are very experienced, being that I myself have been into the real estate business going to 6-7 years now. But as a matter of fact, I started the company, Autonomous Home Properties, last year. But I have been in the real estate business, working with other companies as personal assistant to the MD CEO of a real estate company before we started ours, and we have all it takes to survive in the industry because we are already surviving. Our own vision is to be a real estate investment company. Our mission is to consistently be able to provide affordable homes and properties to our customers, or we call them our clients or prospects. We try to show that even the middle class have an advantage to subscribe into our products, including artisans. We make sure we give them affordable prices that they can do, even up to a daily payment that can make them to be able to subscribe or to be a landowner in Lagos or Nigeria. Under a year that the company has been existing, we have successfully run up to 3 projects. We have 2 estates in LEKKI, both before and after the LEKKI Free Zone, and presently we are running a project in Ekpe, that is Ekpe local government of Lagos State.
COOPITAL. COOPITAL Cooperative Multi-Purpose Society Limited. COOPITAL. Loans, savings, investment and share capital. COOPITAL. Call us now. Dr. Showemimo Abiodun is the founder as well as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Infometric Data Network Limited.
They are doing very well, even without the support of the government. We've seen the story of different startups that have been able to raise fortunes over $200 million. This is something the younger generation should emulate. For me as a person, I've won several awards in the ICT sector, from China to Russia to America to Egypt. I cut across all the continents of the world, and I'm a Nigerian. I started from here. So if I can achieve this, then I believe the future of Nigeria that we dream and hope for will happen eventually. And with your support, we have the artificial intelligence which has come here to stay, the robotics which will take jobs from human beings. If you look at what Elon Musk is doing right now, he's going into space. So we should, technology will evolve, and it is only here to stay and to become better. Data, if we have data of everybody. And this is what we are doing at Infometric. You want to travel through the airport, there's a biometric device now that you need to put your fingerprint. Once you put your fingerprint, it pull up your data. If you have a criminal record or a pending case, you're trying to run out of the country or you're on high risk flight, they'll be able to apprehend you. The other one is Internet of Things. If we're able to leverage on Internet of Things, CCTV cameras everywhere, drone everywhere, the issue of Boko Haram, Sambisa Forest. There are drones that can go as far as a private jet that can cover the whole area, and we can watch what is going on real time.
Autonomous Homes and Properties Limited.
Autonomous Homes and Properties Limited, and right now today we are launching our newest baby in town, which is called Opian Court Estate in Oregon in LEKKI.
Autonomous Homes and Properties Limited. Call us now. Her Royal Highness Edna Ngozi Ubebe is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SIMPLI-MI Homes.
SIMPLI-MI Homes, my baby. Yes, we started January 13th, 2020, and so far it's been awesome. We have a lot of estates that we've come up with, but we have plans of development by the dry season, because as you can see, we're in raining season right now. And it's been a beautiful journey because we've been able to help people that have real estate needs to meet their targets, and we have people that are really, really happy, and that puts so much smile on my face. For everyone, even a baby, when your baby giving a word, I feel very good. I feel good, I feel honored, I feel like I'm doing something right because they're just coming and everything, so I feel good. When you're giving a word, it shows you're doing something right, it shows you're working really hard. You don't buy them, so to say. People recognize you for doing something and then they want to keep giving it to you. And in the last 1 week, I've gotten 4. To me, that's really giving me so much courage to want to push more, want to do right things here and there. For payment plan with the economy in Nigeria, it's something that people want to consider. But yes, we also try to consider us being the company or the firm, because we don't do things that we can't cope with. This is a personal funded business. I have no loan from any bank whatsoever. So I would say I try to do things to cope. I don't overshoot. I don't want to shoot myself in my foot, so to say. What I offer at the moment is between 1 to 3 months. Yes, we've had other clients come in and they want to do over 3 months. For 1 or 2, we try, depending on the volume they buy from. When you trust us with your money, we also want to give something back, which is trying to give you enough time. Like I said, that's based on the volume. But for now, we do 0 to 3 months.
Welcome to Infometric Data Network Limited.
We do background check, identity management, CV verifications, creating a world whereby big employers of labor like Microsoft, Oracle, they have hundreds of thousands of employees across the world. They won't be spending hundreds of millions to verify their employees. We do that, and we do credit checks. Our sister company, that is the Capital Bank, people can access loans without no collateral. We've been able to achieve this because of Infometric data collection.
Infometric Data Network Limited. Call us now. Architect Barka Michelia is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the MSHEL Group.
MSHEL Homes came into the picture in 2018, September precisely. As you can see, it's about 2 years now that we launched into the real estate sector. MSHEL Homes started when I came into Abuja in 2017, when I started like an agent in Abuja here. From there, I began selling properties, and a dissatisfaction rose in my heart for the poor delivery of developers in the real estate sector. And that motivated me to say, can I start something like that? And that was what gave birth to MSHEL Homes. Over time, we kept developing ourselves, kept pushing on, breaking the boundaries. As you well know, that any business who is about to start is like a baby. It will face several challenges. There will be problems here and there. And through these problems, we are creative in our own way to solve problems. Whenever we see problems, we try to solve problems, change the strategy we tend to employ. And as God will have it, over time, we began to break through in the real estate sector by providing housing solutions to people precisely in Abuja. We have about 12 to 13 estates here in the city of Abuja, providing affordable and comfortable housing for Nigerians and even beyond. More so than affordable and comfortable, we've launched into places like Buzape and Asokoro and Katempe Extension, where we have a vision of delivering luxury apartments, smart homes, and then digital homes at the same time. The reason behind that is to be able to provide people with a good home where they can call it home, realizing that the industry has been bastardized by quacks who don't understand the concept of housing. So our own vision is to see how much we can provide housing for people. And then one of our missions is to see that we stand out as one that can be able to provide people with the innovation that they need in their homes. I just believe MSHEL Home is just battered because the future is better than where we are coming from. All of the achievement we've tended to achieve in the past, we don't stay back to look at it as though we've attained anything. But so far so good. We are looking forward to breaking boundaries and giving more to our society.
If you don't have land on the face of the earth, you don't have the space on earth. Why not run to SIMPLI-MI Homes? Let's give you a land. Just small money.
Welcome to Kairos's Luxury Home Phase 1, located right behind ShopRite, Shangotedo. 100% dry land, certificate of occupancy, 600 square meters per plot, selling for just 60 million naira.
Ayo Tifashe is the co-founder and chief marketing officer of MotoCheck Limited.
My partner and I, we are on different sides of the coin. Anytime he wants to buy a car, he will always go on the Carfax website and check for the history of the car he wants to buy. I, on the other hand, I look at that as an extra expense and I would not want to check it. So on an occasion when I bought a car, the car did not do very well at all. After about 6 months of buying the car, I realized that there were inherent issues with the car that I would have detected if I had done a check on the car. We now talked about it and we thought that there are so many other people who are encountering this challenge, that how can we solve that for the Nigerian public? So we decided to reach out to Carfax. One of the challenges that a lot of people encounter is the fact that that service is an expensive service. It will cost you roughly about 20,000 naira if you want to get the data on a car that you want to purchase. So we reached out to Carfax, had a territorial agreement with them. We're able to offer that service to the Nigerian public at less than half that price. Our mission really is to build a vehicle registry database of cars, of vehicles in Nigeria. That is our mission. We know that is a daunting task, but we're working with a lot of partners towards ensuring that this mission is achieved. We have reached out to several stakeholders in the automobile sector. Stakeholders include the financial services, insurance companies, banks who finance people who want to purchase cars, to say, before you finance somebody who wants to buy a car, make it compulsory for them to do a check. In that way, you are sort of securing your assets and not putting the person, if after buying a car and 3 months down the line the car breaks down, they will not be able to pay back, make payments for those cars. But if you make it compulsory for them to do a check before they buy the car, there is some level of comfort that comes to both you as the financier and the person who's buying the car. So we're reaching out to stakeholders in that sector, so which include financial services. We're also reaching out to the Used Car Association in Nigeria to say, make the services available to people. Help us build a culture whereby people who will check for their vehicle before they buy them. The receivership level is quite high. We've received quite a number of accolades from different groups who are applauding what we have done. So we are encouraged to even do more.
This is the MSHEL Group. MSHEL Group. Call us now on our premium numbers. We are called MotoCheck Limited.
Are you buying a used car, but you don't know the history of the car? To avoid unnecessary checks and disappointment, MotoCheckit got your back. With MotoCheckit, you can run checks like accident history, damage repairs, ownership history, and so much more. So what are you waiting for?
Call us on our premium numbers. Ayolarewaju Kuyebi is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of GMH Luxury.
God Made Homes, which is GMH Luxury, was backed by a company called Kairoshof Consultants Limited. Kairoshof Consultants Limited is a foundation company that I started with 570,000 in 2009. And by 2014, we have an asset base of over 100 million and we have a liquidity of over 250 million. And that was what gave birth to God Made Homes, GMH Luxury. And what did we do differently in that sphere? When we ventured into foundation company, there are very few reputable foundation companies in Nigeria. Everybody wants to go to Trevi because Trevi has a name and they have a very formidable brand. So I understudied them that what is Trevi doing differently? It's not as if they do anything differently. The only thing is they are responsible, they are reliable and they are accountable. They are responsible because when there is failure, they own up. They won't be dodgy about it. They are reliable because when they own up, they show up by ensuring whatever the problems are being fixed. And they are accountable because the client is rest assured that whatever is being put on Trevi Foundation is sustainable. So that is the model we understudied in Kairoshof Consultants Limited that eventually gave birth to God Made Homes. It was in 2009, I was on a project site and I said by 2013 I must start a development company. I was ready to work for free for any real estate firm that is willing to take me as a freelance. And being somebody that has a background in civil engineering and venture into foundation aspect of civil engineering, I was opportunity to meet a lot of developers. We were doing their foundation work for them. Even at some point we worked with Design Union, even Diamond Banks. We did some project with Diamond Banks. So I understudied them. I was able to identify their individual strengths and as well as their weaknesses. And that is actually where I draw my own inference from. And that is what we are actually doing differently, GMH Luxury. We do conceptualization of projects, real estate solutions, feasibility studies for real estate investment, appraisal, evaluation of real estate investment, provision of apartment building. 10-15 years ago, people are territorial. People want to have duplexes, semi-detached, terraces.
This is GMH Luxury. GMH Luxury. Call us now on our premium numbers. Chief Chamberlain Oyibo, fellow Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists, clocks 80 years. This petroleum explorationist and industry mogul per excellence deserves to be celebrated. Eom Business Network on Silverbird Television is putting together a special television documentary in our next episode to celebrate this industry giant. Join us. Kairoshof Consultants Limited. Kairoshof Consultants Limited. Call us now. Olagoke Fagbohun is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Kairoshof Consultants Limited.
It was established in 2020. As a company, me and the other directors came together to set up this brand because we felt we wanted to create a different atmosphere for our off-takers so that they can have a veritable good environment where they can actually live and grow their families. Real estate in Nigeria basically is only concerned about the sales services, which is just constructing the houses and selling to off-takers and leaving them to live in an environment that they can define for themselves without considering their comfort after the purchase. So we decided to come into the industry and put answers to a lot of questions. If you check our brand, you find out we don't call our projects estates, we either call them courts, counties or communities, because we are more concerned about the after-sales services than just building the houses themselves. It's all about the concept of living as a family in a community. Most people that grow outside Nigeria find it difficult to understand why they can't find the same type of communal living they have there right here in Nigeria. So we tend to bridge the gap. We're trying to create our own concept that would support our African morals as well as providing international standard of living. Is a company engaged in real estate, and basically we are inclined in delivering on green communities, making sure that the houses we deliver meets the international standard of green homes. We are also registered and are applying for EDGE certification, which is one of the World Bank certification for green projects, which is our primary aim. We intend to provide that with other basic things that we feel should be basic for any community. 24 hours power, internet facility, security. We're providing a forensic institute in the estate which would help provide forensic services to the community itself. A possible ground zero for forensic investigation in Nigeria. That will help us be able to do CCTV analysis, fingerprint analysis. We would have retriever dogs that can help us trace the occurrence of the crime and so on, which would help make the job of policing the community easier.
Integrity and based on our delivery contracts in this space.
The company has a momentum to build for you.
I want to develop Royal Garden in Ibadan.
Then you're able to grow it, and today you're talking about a success story.
We are pushing, really affected the business, but with the means of other business we have.
At least we have about minimum of 4 estates in each of these states.
Well, and that's a beautiful place to call it a wrap on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your precious time with us. We do not take it for granted, but just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. Our sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.